Hi there, it's day 208, and today's topic is use other people concerns as a basis to get to know their way of thinking. Now, as we were speaking lately about, authenticity, trying to find your way of thinking, attract good people in your life. I think this is so important, and I regret that many times in my life, I at important decisions that I made, I not even ask others in advance, but even later I didn't listen to them. And it's not about doing what other people are thinking. It's that we don't go deep enough to examine their decisions or their concerns. It's that we are under the confirmation bias, an expression in psychology which says that you neglect everything that isn't supporting your decision. And what's interesting, it's to learn the way of thinking of people who have concerns, because they bring you to realize that there are things you didn't took thought of, you didn't took it in your concept as a part of what is possible. So the outcome is always 50-50. You may have success, you may not have success. And what's so important is that we normally always, after analyzing everything, even in deep thoughts, you think that the outcome will be in a certain way. And we don't think what could happen if we are mistaken. So it's not about having success. It's also, if you are thinking that the possibility is 50% to go wrong, then of course you will not have 100% of the success, but you would take other measurements which will place you in the position that even if you are mistaking, you can go out of it with not losing anything. So it must not be necessarily that it is money. It can also be just your energy, your spent time, which is limited. Maybe the effort that you give, you involved other people, so maybe it's also their precious time that you invested. So it's, of course, if you are thinking about what can go wrong and how do you have to react in order to avoid big mistakes, then of course you won't maybe have the success as if when you go all in, let's say. But if you're mistaking, it's like you're not losing everything. And in many times I never ask people, why are they thinking this? And what's important is that if you ask them once, you can find out that maybe they haven't thought about something, and maybe you can help them by providing them your thoughts. So maybe you are gaining them as a customer, who knows? From the other side, a question of them may also bring you closer to questions you never thought about. Important question. And many times you will discover also that the calculation that you made were wrong, because you are thinking that you are right. But and many times possibility is always 50-50. It's like going in a casino and playing on the roulette on which color may come up. So it's maybe red or black. The possibilities are 50-50, but the possibility that let's say that it will come 6 times black is very limited. So if 6 times it's coming black, and now you're playing on red because you're thinking, no, it's impossible that it will come 7 times black, then you're mistaking, because the possibility is also next time that it come in black again. What if it's coming like 30 times black, and you have played all your money, doubling every time, because you're thinking you are right this time. One, you don't have so much money to play this again and again, because the maximum is limited. Second, to take this in account in your calculation will help you also in other cases to go every time out as a winner. Now, I didn't make these calculations, it's just a thought, but if you will calculate, okay, let's say it will come up 30 times, how do you have to play in order to, even if I'm mistaking 5 times, to get out as a winner? I didn't make the calculation, but I think this kind of thinking on the long term will provide you with questions you never will have thought about if you just always, hoping that you are right. And that's what it is. Many times it's just hoping, it's not wisdom. It's just you made your calculation based on your knowledge. Many other things you dismissed from your list, not even thinking about it, because you want the outcome to be this way. But to be truth to yourself, outcome is not calculatable sometimes. It's just a possibility or probability, but in many cases, the fact is it's just 50-50. I remember Ray Dalio. He's the most successful, investor, a fund manager, the greatest in volume. I think he has more than 160 billion. And he was asked how is he managing so much money, and every year I think he had a plus, and I think like 10% or so. And it's just that he says, I can't calculate if we will have an inflation, deflation, stagnation, whatever, but he knows that certain assets, no matter which possibility, how's the outcome, they will have, they will develop positively. So it's not in one case only, there are in many cases. So let's say that in inflation and also in growing time, gold will rise. So you have two possibilities. So he calculated for different type of assets in which situation the outcome will be positive, and then he compared them with each other, and then he he divided the money that he has on different assets in different percentage, so that no matter how the outcome is, he will always have a gain at the end of the story. That's his success. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. So in many cases, you can't know the outcome, but you have to be prepared how much you will lose if you're mistaking. And it's better, to not having, not losing anything at all, and just have maybe a small percentage if you're gaining, than, playing all at one card and then losing everything. And it's not about money. It's more about the effort that we gave. And that's what I wanted to give you here. So next time, maybe you are open to listen what other people have to say. And I think it doesn't matter if they're wrong. The contribution only that these people will make will bring you to new thoughts, and the outcome will be different than if they wouldn't participate at all. It's just like with atoms, and they say that even the watcher is influencing them, their behavior. It's in the same way. And I think we can gain all from other people, no matter how poor the thinking is. They will always come up with some thoughts you will never have thought about, but include them will bring you closer to your goal than without them. So try this out next time, and stay tuned till tomorrow. Bye-bye.